The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
Coming up on today's show, as we turn our attention to Wisconsin basketball, we'll show you some of the highlights from a busy week for Bo Ryan's team. Games against California, Nebraska-Omaha, as well as a Saturday afternoon contest in Milwaukee against Marquette. We'll get you caught up on all things Badger hoops with Bo Ryan, and we'll also get a tour of the new and improved locker room. Badgers guard Ben Brust. All of that and more coming up on the Badger Sports Report.
Rebound inside Trayvon Jackson. He disrupted that shot, grabbed the rebound. Lead feed Brust. Pulls up, let's fly a three, and it's good from left of the circle. The Badgers are within 9. Evans the rebound. Gets it out of there to Brust. Feeds Berger a 3-ball. Right pocket. Game on in Milwaukee. Berger in a 3. 41-38 Marquette with 10:20 remaining. Down the lane, right hand. Slam dunk. Sam Decker. Wide open 3. Left wing splash. Jumper away. Left side. Got it. To the rim. Slam dunk. Rotates for Marshall. 3-ball right pocket. Got it. He's up for Berger. Down the lane. 2-hand throw down for Berger. Losing the 3 straight on. And straight in. Rise baseline to the rim on the reverse. It's good. That's still the roll.
The Badger Sports Report with Bo Ryan is brought to you by Zimbrick Buick GMC, Coca-Cola, Charter Communications, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, Adidas, and UW Health, a cornerstone partner of Wisconsin athletics.
Your truck. It's your office. Your toolbox. Your lunchroom. It's how you get your work done. Keep your business moving with Wisconsin's #1 volume GMC dealer, Zimbrick GMC East and West.
Football, Wi-Fi, wings, now that's a business plan.
Glad you like it.
Question is, how are you liking Charter Business?
Well, our internet's a lot more powerful than with phone company DSL. It can actually run all this now. Plus, we've got reliable phone and we're saving like crazy.
Another everyday victory. Let me see your in-zone dance.
No, I don't dance.
All right, let's just do a flying chest bump and call it a day.
To save over 25% versus the phone company and get up to a $500 gift card, call now.
What light does gets in your head. You can't avoid it. You can't escape it. Because what light does weighs on you. Do what light does in the 7.9-ounce Audi 05 Star.
From the head coach's office, the Kohl Center, welcome to the Badger Sports Report with Bo Ryan in the midst of the very busy portion of the non-conference schedule. Games stacking up here, but a good week going back to last Sunday, Bo, the game against California. They come in unbeaten with a couple of big-time players, one in particular who I think they're looking at rather seriously at the next level. It was a good performance against a hot team.
I thought a lot of the things that we had been struggling with leading up to that game, a lot of those things were due to just not enough repetition. So hopefully the fact that we were able to get to the next 40 minutes, learn from the prior game and games, guys showed some progress. And then once we got them down, I think, California is like every other team, like us and the other 340 some. When you get behind, especially on the road, it's a tough task. So they kind of hurried up a little bit, and Coach Montgomery knows that his team plays a lot better when they can get into their offensive rhythm, and fortunately for us, they didn't, and so we caused a lot of turnovers because they had to play a little bit quicker and a little bit do things a little bit differently because they were behind. Yeah. So our guys overall played pretty well.
Yeah, the really good player I was talking about, and they have it's multiple good players, but Alan Crabb in particular is being looked at by the NBA scouts. He scored, but he needed a lot of shots to get there. Got to the game. It seemed like you guys contained him pretty well. Yeah,
you know, just when we thought it seemed if I didn't know the numbers from a stat sheet at the end, I would have thought we kept him to about 16. We ended up with 25, and he earned them. And fortunately for us, you know, they started to rely on him, and it kind of eliminated some of their other really good players that they had, or maybe they didn't feel involved as much. So it actually played into our hands that he was really hunting the shot down. Sometimes there's guys where, like, you know, from Creighton, we didn't want him to hunt his shot down. Doug McDermott, but the kid from California was working it. We were chasing him hard. We were trying to keep him from getting good looks, but boy, he made 5 or 6 really tough jump shots, and you know, that's what we always say. If people are going to beat us, what we try to do is make them beat us with tough shots. So he didn't quite have enough.
After that, after the California game, it's game, quick prep, another game. Nebraska-Omaha comes in. You guys won, and you don't talk about the score or how much you won by, but obviously you guys took care of business. Did you like how they stayed true to the game, especially as it was getting late and the outcome was not really in doubt?
Yeah, because we try to get guys to understand that every possession is important, and it's going to lead to something else. Maybe not in this game, but in other games coming down. So play the game right, stay true to the game for 40 minutes, and the game will tend to treat you a lot better. So we didn't turn it into some helter-skelter type of game. Our guys that played, and everybody played, tried to do it the right way and got some results.
You had some great contributions across the board. It seemed with Ben Brust, people certainly noticed the stat line, a guy who is listed at 6'1", with his 4th double-double. He has a nose for the basketball off the glass.
Yeah, and people will probably say, yeah, but can he do that in the Big Ten, or can he do it here or there? It doesn't matter. He did it in a 40-minute college game, and you know, you have to work in order to get those numbers when you're his size, especially for the rebounds. So he's been really trying to pick up for Josh. Trying to do a lot of the things that Josh has given us the first couple of years, and you know, there's a couple ways of dealing with one of your teammates going down. That's you can either feel sorry for yourself or go out and do something about it. I think Ben's doing something about it.
Absolutely, and the Badgers are continuing this non-conference portion of the schedule. We continue with head coach Bo Ryan. We'll take a look at this very challenging schedule, not just who they've played, but when they've played them. We'll also talk about there are some really good shooters on this campus who aren't necessarily on the basketball team. All that and more as the Badger Sports Report continues.
Where others saw lumber, we recognized a treasure. Where others saw the night, we chose the stars. Where others saw pieces, we unlocked the puzzle that could mean the end of paralysis and cancer. Since 1848, thinkers and achievers at Wisconsin have fearlessly sought ideas that transform the world. Keep on, Wisconsin. Keep on.
Continuing with Badgers head coach Bo Ryan. Bo, I know we've talked about this on the radio, but since this is the first television show of the season, this schedule has been difficult enough on paper when you look at who you've gone up against today. You have young guys. Younger guys can bounce back maybe quicker than the not so young guys, but you've played teams that have been rested here multiple times, and I would think that adds to the challenge of the schedule a little bit.
Well, you would think, especially early in the year, because you get more teaching time. But as I've said many times, you know, you set the schedule up. Coach Gard works extremely hard on that. The schedule on paper looked daunting, but you know, you also figure you're going into it with 4 returners. And you do kind of schedule sometimes depending on what kind of experience you have back. That didn't quite work out with with obviously what happened with Josh, but you play him and you work it, and you just you know, we've been able to get a couple obstacles moved aside and tried to move in the proper direction, and at other times we're hitting a wall or we're taking a step backwards, but that's all part of the teaching process. So hopefully our guys will just each day keep coming with their eyes, ears, and minds open, and if they do that, then we can keep getting better.
Fans are getting their first look at George Marshall. They're getting more of a look at Trayvon Jackson, who played last year, playing more. And you can sense an excitement here with anytime you get to watch new players. But with Sam Decker and Zach Showalter, not a whole lot of fear with either of those guys coming in.
No, and they're comfortable. They know what the program's all about. They've been Badger fans for a long time, and they've studied the program. They always wanted to be here. So those kind of guys, just as soon as they step foot on campus, they're going to contribute. Now, learning the nuances of the college game and what it takes, the physicality, the way we do things defensively and offensively, but they're certainly not afraid to get out and make some things happen. So they've been quite a welcome addition, and George and Trey, who did not have a lot of time last year, obviously. George, with the red shirt, did not play at all, but Trey's got a little experience. He's a little stronger. So hopefully, as the year goes on, those guys will just keep getting better.
Yeah, the old watch them grow line applies
it.
every year. I mentioned before this segment, teasing to this segment, there's some pretty good shooters on this campus. They're not necessarily on the basketball team, but earlier this fall, this guy here continuing to be committed to the fight against cancer, Coaches versus Cancer, Make Bo Pay.
Well, that's not what we called it.
Pay?
But we didn't call that originally, but that was kind of like the byline that got around. It was a charity stripe. It started out, okay, X number of dollars, $10 for every free throw made, and then, okay, what about a half-court shot? $1,000 for a half-court shot. Now, how many students were going to show up in a 4-hour period? Well, it was wall-to-wall, nonstop. We not only used the downstairs, the Cole Center, but we also went to the Nicholas Johnson Pavilion and had the overflow shoot up there. So it was, Kelly was a little shaking just a little when she wrote the check out, but it was okay. What was it, 36 half-court shots?
It was pretty, yeah, it was impressive. It was impressive.
Quite a few free throws, and we were more than happy to make a contribution to Coaches versus Cancer.
I know this is the first time we've chatted from this forum. You had Coach Boeheim here, and he was great, was he not? Last spring.
He did a great job at the dinner we had, and had a chance to golf with him, spend some time with him, and it was set up before we played Syracuse in the NCAA tournament. He was booked in December of last year, so as it turns out, he just wanted to know before he came if people were going to resent the fact that he was in town, and I said, no, people, that's not the way Wisconsin operates. They're going to welcome you with open arms, and we raised more money that evening, and as it turns out, it's close to $500,000, so that's quite a jump from the few years before. So I had to tell Phil Martelli and Steve Lavin and Jay Billis that, you know, they're now in second, third, fourth place to Jim Boeheim. So and I'm not quite sure who, we'll talk later about who's going to come in for this next one, but yeah, it's in May. People can mark their calendars now, first weekend in May, and hopefully we can break another record.
We'll look forward to that. Obviously, it's one of the great events here in this town, one of the great projects that the head coach here, not involved, committed. I think you maybe have heard that story through the years. We'll continue. We'll get a little tour of the locker room. All that and more coming up as the Badger Sports Report continues.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Click the links.
Oh, sweet Lisa, you're so fine, like a very fine wine. Girl, I need you in my life. Will you be my wife?
Charter Internet has more bandwidth to support all your devices. Experience the power of Charter on the nation's fastest internet.
Ah, the workout is over. Time to recover, refuel, and re-energize. Recent studies suggest that one drink can help muscles recover faster than other leading sports drinks. Delicious, nutritious chocolate milk. With its powerful package of protein, potassium, calcium, and 6 other essential nutrients, shouldn't chocolate milk be your choice? Got chocolate milk?
The buzzer beaters, the high school tournaments, the conference titles. Truly the court of champions. Parker Street Productions, LLC has acquired pieces of the basketball court used at the Kohl Center from 1998 until 2008, now making them available to you. 61 teams walked off this court with a trophy. Now you can take home your own trophy, a piece of history. Log on to courtofchampions.com today.
We are pioneers, pathfinders, trailblazers. Every day we explore the biological frontier in search of a cure for cancer, inventing treatments, establishing protocols, bettering humankind. We are the world-class physicians, researchers, and healthcare professionals at the University of Wisconsin Carbone Cancer Center, Wisconsin's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Hey everyone, I'm Ben Brust, and I'm going to show you our new locker room. We just got it about 2 months ago, and it's really exciting. Got some brand new cool things, and I'm ready to go show you. First thing you see when you walk in, we got a little history of Wisconsin basketball. First Big Ten title, 1912. NCAA title, 1941. We got Rick Olson, Michael Finley, Mike Kelly. A lot of good history with the Badgers here. Then we go down the line even farther, we got Devin Harris, Mike Wilkinson, Orlando Tucker, Coach Ryan, of course, all-time winningest coach in Wisconsin basketball history. Right here we got the ping pong table. Best on the team, by far. But others will argue not, but we'll get some footage of me kicking their butts later on. Right here in the back wall we have a mural of the win against Duke in 2009. As you can see, the students rushed the floor, and I think that one was a little bit crazier than the one against Ohio State. Within a split second, that court was packed. I remember watching on TV. It was really exciting. Right here, we got some nice couches. Before practice, some guys like to, just relax a little bit, do some homework, eat some food. We got some nice high-top tables over here with some stools. People eat their food on. I think we're gonna get more TVs too. So we got 2 good ones here. Might get 3 above, so we'll be able to watch TV. We'll have Big Ten Network, ESPN, and maybe play some video games up top. So it's a really cool thing we got going on here. Right here we have our nice little iHome setting. Stick the phone in here. Gets pretty loud if you really turn it up. We really use this before the games. When we have home games, we got a good routine, play some fun songs, some songs that we get excited, so really loud too, I like it. Got the film room right here. Not a lot of decorations yet, but I'm sure we'll get some W's on the walls, but comfy chairs. We come here after games to watch clips with Coach Ryan. We can learn, get better, use it for later games, or we'll come here before games and we'll do scouting reports with Coach. So it's a nice thing to have. Joe Krabenhoff, former Badger, works up there. If something goes wrong, Coach can yell at him. But we'll get some decorations in here. We'll get some W's on the wall for sure. So here we are in the players' locker room. We got some nice, good lockers, good size, nice chairs. We got some messy teammates here, I think. Trays. I don't even know how you find stuff in there. That's ridiculous. And then next to him, Jordan Smith isn't the cleanest either. He's got some stuff in here. So here's one locker, not very clean. I guess he's got 2 lockers too. I think those are Mike's ice skates though. But it's a good, kind of a horseshoe type shape. We had square locker, like a square shaped locker in our old locker room. So it's cool that you can see everyone and have better conversations. So here's mine. I'm pretty clean. It's got my practice gear in here, a couple shoes, stuff in there. We just moved into the locker room a couple months ago, so we picked lockers by seniority. So Jared got the end spot. I know he likes this because he's got outlets, he's got storage space, he's a big dude, so he needs all of his leg room. Then me and Dan picked over here. Mike, Ryan. I guess the spot to be for the older guys, we like the end spots with more room. All the freshmen, sophomores kind of are stuck in the middle. This is where we leave to, head to the court. It's very convenient because as soon as you step out, you're right there. Right now the rink is down, but for games it's really easy. Check out Gregory's smile. That's a mean smile right there. Literally 20 steps from the locker room is our dining hall. Last year we had to go up the elevator and walk down the hall. Ooh, I know, but it's kind of convenient, so I'll take you in here. We get training table pretty much every day. Anytime we're at home or have practice, we have a meal set up. So grab a tray, get your silverware, some plates and some bowls. My favorite meal is tacos. They'll have some yogurt here, some corn, and then when it's taco day, I'm getting hard shell and soft shell. I know guys like ribs, that's another favorite meal. But overall, the meals in general are really good, so. And you'll have your dessert here. After you get all that, we will head out this way, right across the hall. And here's the dining center. You got your drinks, there'll be some fruit set out over there. We usually sit on this side, hockey's over there, but just kind of the way it goes. We got a TV. Last year we had TVs about this big, and so this is really convenient. A lot of times after practice we'll watch big games, big college games, teams we're going to see later on. So it's cool to watch with the teammates and get a good idea of what's ahead. Well, thanks for taking the tour of the locker room with me. We're really excited to have it. Thank you to all the people that made this happen. It's really a great and unique thing. So I'm off to practice on Wisconsin.
These are the heavyweights, the visionaries, the A-listers. These are the people inventing the technologies and establishing the protocols for treatments that don't yet exist. This is who you turn to when no one else seems to have the answer. These are the world-class physicians, researchers, and healthcare professionals at UW Health and the University of Wisconsin. UW Health. Remarkable.
Your truck. It's your office. Your toolbox. Your lunchroom. It's how you get your work done. Keep your business moving with Wisconsin's #1 volume GMC dealer, Zimbrick GMC East and West.
What light does gets in your head. You can't avoid it. You can't escape it. Because what light does weighs on you. Do what light does in the 7.9-ounce Audi 05 Star.
When you buy Wisconsin dairy products, your hard-earned dollar brings you more than just the quality and great taste you know and love. It supports the dairy industry, which in turn reinvests that money back into your community, resulting in better public services, abundant recreation opportunities, and a beautiful place to call home. In all, dairy contributes $26.5 billion to Wisconsin's economy, and eventually comes back to benefit you. To learn more, visit youtube.com/dairyimpactwisconsin.
The Badger Sports Report with Bo Ryan is brought to you by Zimbrick Buick GMC, Coca-Cola, Charter Communications, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board, Adidas, And UW Health, a cornerstone partner of Wisconsin athletics.
This week's Great Dane, great question of the week. We go down to Beloit, and Bill checks in. Wants to know, Coach, is free throw shooting as much of a confidence thing as it is about technique?
Oh, it's a combination. I'm not exactly sure how the proportions will be laid out, but you can make a lot of free throws in practice. But when the game's on the line and there's opposing fans, opposing players, the excitement of the game, the conditioning, you're breathing maybe a little harder. We try to simulate free throws as much as we can in practice, but you do have to have, you have to be mechanically correct. You've got to have a routine, and then it is so much about confidence. You just have to believe when you step up there that there's absolutely no distractions. I can see my target. I'm going to mechanically lift my elbow, get the rotation on the ball, and let it fly. So. We've had some guys do really well. We've had some guys that went through periods where they've struggled. We've got a couple right now that are struggling. So all you can do is keep putting them in competitive situations in practice, and a lot of them work on it on their own, but there's nothing like shooting free throws in a game, especially when the game's on the line.
All right, Bill, thanks for your question. The Great Dane has 4 locations in Madison on the east side of town, downtown, Fitchburg, as well as the Great Dane Hilldale, and that's where we have Coach Ryan's radio show most Monday nights during the Badger basketball season at 7 o'clock. And remember, there is a Great Dane up in Wausau as well. That'll do it for us this week. Join us next time as we recap the Badgers as they continue in the non-conference portion of the schedule. Thanks for watching.
Hi, this is Bo Ryan, inviting you to join the Badger Basketball Booster Club. As a member of the Booster Club, you will have the opportunity to participate in a variety of great events, including pregame talks, golf outings, and an away game bus trip. The Boosters have always played a key role in the success of our basketball program. For additional information on joining the club, please call 608-265-6161. There is no better way to show your support for our student athletes than to join the Badger Basketball Boosters.
The Learfield Sports Directors Cup is the crowning achievement in college athletics, awarded annually to the nation's best overall program in each division, both women's and men's sports. Celebrating its 20th anniversary, the Learfield Sports Directors Cup proudly honors exceptional student athletes and their schools. To follow your favorite team, visit thedirectorscup.com. Look for standings regularly in USA Today, or follow the Learfield Sports Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. The Learfield Sports Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Where others saw limits, we found a key to feeding a hungry planet. Where others thought big, we proved the power of small. Where others saw a frozen desert, we discovered a lens into the heart of the universe. Since 1848, thinkers and achievers at Wisconsin have fearlessly sought ideas that transform the world. Keep on, Wisconsin. Keep on.